Okay, moving right along. This will be the first official beer commentary that I will do. I'm going to be sampling and explaining to you actually one of my favorite beers. It's one that I've had many times before. This is from my favorite brewery. This is Dogfish Head Midas Touch Golden Elixir. Dogfish Head is they're a tremendous brewery. They're located in Milton, Delaware. Sam Calagione is the head of Dogfish Head Brewery, and he's a hero of mine. He's a brewing genius. He will go down as a legend, I think. He's an artist. The brews that they make down there are just exceptional. They really know what they're doing down there, and they experiment a lot. The Midas Touch is a great experiment. It's actually part of what they call the Ancient Ale series. And what that is exactly, if you're not familiar with it, is they are crafting beers. They have 3 so far, I believe. Yeah, 3. They craft the beers based on residue that they find on drinking vessels from archaeological digs, which is pretty amazing. And the Midas Touch Golden Elixir is based on residue found at a dig a few thousand years old, I think, at the alleged tomb of King Midas. It's a Turkish recipe. The bottle here says, with barley, honey, white Muscat grapes, and saffron. It's 9% alcohol by volume. If I look on their description here, you can look it up easily, but I love quoting it because it's so amazing. Yeah, our recipe highlights the known ingredients of barley, white Muscat grapes, honey, and saffron. This is somewhere between a beer, wine, and mead. It's a smooth, dry ale that will please with Chardonnay or I.P.A drinker alike. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It was originally released in 1999, and it's produced every year, year-round. It's not a cheap beer. It goes for about $12 for a 4-pack. You can find it at some bars. I usually see it served in a goblet or a stem glass. I don't have one with me right now, so I'm going to use my Dogfish Head signature pint glass. But anyway, so this is one of 3 of the Ancient Ale series from Dogfish Head, and I wouldn't call it a strong ale. It's maybe an herbed or spiced ale. It's very good, and we're going to explore it right now. And one thing I really love about this beer is the color. It's sometimes a little bit hazy, but most clear for the most part. It's very golden. It's more so than a golden or a blonde ale. You know, it lives up to its name. Just the golden color is just amazing. You know, as you can see, the head recedes pretty quickly. There's a little bit of carbonation in there. You know, you get the smell. It's a sweet smell. You smell I think probably the grapes overpower it the most, and you get more light fruit smells, like melons. You can detect the honey a little bit, and it's, you know, very organic, leafy. This bottle is actually, I found it in my refrigerator. It's about 6 months old, probably. I found it under some other beers, but you know, it keeps pretty well. So it's complex. There's a lot going on. You get the fruit flavors. Nothing is too overbearing. Probably the grapes take over the most. And like it says in the description, it's somewhere between a beer, a wine, and a mead. I don't know that I've ever had authentic mead. It's maybe a little bit comparable to a barley wine, but not really. There's a little bit of bitterness in there. It's definitely not a casual drinking beer. It's stronger and more flavorful than most people are used to, most casual drinkers. But it's not too potent. It's not too strong. And it's got a good balance of flavors, but it does, it does pack a punch in the flavor department. As for the mouthfeel, it's a little heavier than a normal beer. I wouldn't say it's sticky or syrupy, as you would maybe expect from the ingredients. But it's heavier than a normal beer, but it's still smooth. I find it easily drinkable, but it's not something you're gonna chug. It's not something you're gonna drink a lot of. You're not gonna go to a party and do keg stands with this stuff, obviously. The alcohol flavor is not very strong, rather the alcohol taste. But it's very good. There's a lot going on there. And again, the ingredients are amazing, and the research they put into this is worth looking up. Also, I didn't mention in my introduction, but you should check out my beer list, which is online, and I will post a link to that in this video, which it contains a list of all the beers that I remember sampling, and places that I like to go, good places, cities that I've been to. But for now, that's about it on this one. I rank this beer very highly. Some beer enthusiasts tend to rank it a little bit lower, I think, than it deserves. I guess because of I don't really know why. Maybe because just of all the flavors involved. I rank it highly. It's one of my favorite beers. Dogfish Head is my favorite brewery. Their 60-minute I.P.A. is probably my favorite beer. That's their flagship beer. It's just good all around. I'm sure I will be talking more about Dogfish Head in later episodes, as they have just so many tremendous beers. I've had many of them. There are still quite a few that I haven't tried yet, and they're always producing new ones, so there's a lot going on. I hope to visit the brewery this spring or summer. It's not too far from me. Maybe make a little weekend trip of it. But as for now, that's about it. Dogfish Head, Midas Touch Golden Elixir, Herb Spice Ale, an ancient ale based on an ancient recipe. Worth checking out, worth seeking. I hope you find it. I hope you enjoy it. Until then, cheers.